2016 Toyota Highlander hybrid, and I did a quick vacuum right here just to show you a quick decay. So right here it shows that I pulled vacuum for about 1.5 minutes, but actually the vacuum pump was on. I walked out to my pump, I turned on my display. I decided after the fact I was going to make a video on this, so it already had about 4 minutes of vacuum time, a total of probably 5.5 minutes. And right here is where I turned off the vacuum. I valved off the vacuum. You can see this one is closed, and you can see it jump all the way up. And if you look back here, come on, grab it. It doesn't have 2 sets of gloves on. I have rubber under here too. But you can see it was pretty jagged as it was pulling vacuum, and it instantly jumped off. It's making its curve, and it's starting to level out at about 1200, hitting about 1300 microns. If I let this sit about, say, 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, it'll probably just about hit 1300 microns. That tells me I still have a lot of moisture in the system, but of course, or refrigerant trapped in refrigerant oil. They had to disconnect these lines because they had to get something off of here. Don't know what it was. They had to take this assembly out. This is new. This actually, I guess, is a junkyard part that they put on here. This is new. And that was it. They just had to disconnect and reconnect. So I'm pulling a vacuum, or I was pulling a vacuum, but I shut it off so I can show you the curve, and I can show you that there's still some refrigerant or moisture trapped inside the system, because we're way up here at 1200 microns. There's no leak. It just went up, it plateaus, it stops, and it starts leveling out. That doesn't mean there's not a leak under pressure. It's so easy to have a big leak under pressure and show no leak under vacuum. So I'm going to open up the vacuum again. We're going to turn it on here. There we go. And you'll see it drop down really fast. There goes that line right there. If I could get the old Apple to focus. Get it on my hand. There we go. This Apple does not like to focus on glossy glass for some reason. But you can see how fast the vacuum came back down. I'll pull for a little bit more and let you guys see the difference after it pulls down for a little while. All right, we'll be back and on understanding some of the different patterns. You have to watch a lot of videos as if you were the one actually working on the vehicle and using a micron gauge. You need to learn what's the difference between a leak and not a leak. What is moisture and what is not moisture, or outgassing from refrigerant trapped in the refrigerant oil because they're old used systems.